What's up, TikTok? It's your girl, Curie Cats, coming to you live and in color. We are live here on Staten Island. I'm actually at Empire Outlets, one of my favorite stomping grounds, and not too far from my place of employment. But of course, we're coming to you live on this Candid with Curie. This Talk About It Tuesday to share with you a little bit about mood and feelings. So you might hear a breeze, you might hear some chatter, some laughter. That's because we outside. We outside. It's a beautiful day, and I love coming to you live and outside. So come on in. Hey, Barbara. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm going to be sharing with you about feelings and your destiny. So come on in, share a friend. Let me go ahead and hit the share button the same. And let's get some folks on in here and let them know that we are live. Hello. Go ahead and drop a comment. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Go ahead and tell me where you're tuning in from. Hi, Reed. So much for tuning in. So I'm going to title this Talk About It Tuesday, that feelings don't determine your destiny. Now, again, I want to remind you something powerful today, right? Why your feelings don't determine your destiny, because your future isn't tied to your emotions, it's tied to your faith. And, not to get me wrong, you don't want to ever not acknowledge your feelings or not, recognize that they're real, because that's what we're composed of: mind, body, and spirit, right? We're all tired. We all get discouraged from time to time. And sometimes we even get sometimes insecure, right? We might have a little bit of insecurity. Hey, little Holly. Hey, Donna. Thank you so much for tuning in. But what I've learned is that feelings are visitors. They're not your vision, okay? They come and go. And because they come and go, they're not permanent. But what permanent is your purpose. So even though you might feel like giving up on days like today, I was just tapping out. I want to hit the tap out button. Where's that tap out button, right? You might feel like giving up. You might feel like you're not qualified. You might feel like you're being passed over or overlooked. You might feel like there's never a good sun shining day. There's always clouds. But guess what? God says we don't walk by feelings, we walk by faith and not by sight. So the more you feed your mind with truth, the more you feed your mind with what you know to be true in God's word, the more your feelings will have no choice but to align with that. So it's what you tell yourself and what the spoken words that you share, right? Romans 12 verse 2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that's where the shift starts. It starts in your mindset. And when you wake up and you feel like things are heavy, just transform that. Just shift that mindset. Instead of dwelling on the troubles of yesterday's, dwell on the present and the opportunity that you have to live, to wake up and win, right? Speak life over yourself. Speak life over yourself. And I'm using clip notes because I do have to stick to my notes and stay on time and on task. So when you feel like things are heavy, you got to speak life over yourself. I am chosen. I am equipped, and I am walking in favor. Because when you start filling your mind with faith and victory, the right feelings will align. Wait a minute. The right feelings will align and the right feelings will follow. If you think about David in the Bible, right? He didn't feel fearless. He was a field worker, okay? But he remembered his victories. He was reminding himself of what God already brought him through. And guess what? That gave him to strength to slay a giant. You might be standing in front of your own Goliaths right now, right? Full of fear, uncertainty, lack, depression. But if you shift your mindset, you'll be able to shift your momentum. And you don't have to feel ready, but you have to believe that it's possible. So believing it is more than half of the way there, right? Believing it. So I want you today to choose faith over fear, right? And faith over feelings, because fear is something that only lives in your mind. You got too much greatness in you to be led by emotions, right? And God didn't create us to be stuck in any particular negative cycle or to be stuck in our feelings. Feelings are like the wind. Sometimes you feel it and hear it, and then the next minute it's gone. But God created you to move intentionally and with purpose. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And speaking of purpose, if something is in your spirit saying, I'm ready for more, hello, somebody. My name is Kiri, right? My name is Kiri. I'm ready for more. Game on. If you're tired of going through the emotions and you want to build something that not only brings income, but most importantly, impact, then I want you to connect with me because I'm looking for an intentional, purpose driven men and women who are looking for something greater, for something more. And I'm building a movement intentionally and purposefully with purpose driven people who are turning passion into profit, faith into action, and style into success. So if you're ready to step into something meaningful, guess what? You don't have to do it alone. I want you to comment purpose, hashtag purpose underneath this video or send me a message. Be able to see this, you're able to message me. And I want us to talk so we can see how you can also partner with me, launch your own accessories business, and walk boldly in your God given gifts and talents into your God given destiny, right? So your feelings are temporary, but your calling is eternal. So let's build something bigger and something better together, fearfully and wonderfully made, right? Let's build legacy. So come on over, hashtag purpose if you're interested. I would love to share more again with you and speak more directly and personally to see how we can get you from where you are to where you desire to be. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a Candid with Kiri. Talk about it Tuesday. You guys have a wonderful day. Be blessed, but most importantly, be a blessing to someone else today. Stay fabulous. Later. Mwah.